Lloyd College welcomes you to the Perry Campus Center and Coach Jay Court for exciting NAI, NCCA basketball action. As a member of the Continental Athletic Conference, the NAI, and the NCCA, we ask that you join us in supporting driven intercollegiate athletics. Help us create a positive, competitive environment of showing respect for tonight's student athletes, officials, and spectators. At this time, prepare with the campus stand and move your caps for the play of our national anthem. Thank you. And now, introducing the team. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Kuyper College Cougars. Guard, 0, Nick Moore. Forward, number 5, Jacob May. Guard, 411, Nick York. Forward, number 15, Latrell Jennings. And the forwards, number 33, Austin Stowe. The head coach of the Kuyper College Cougars is Gary Bailey. And now, introducing the starting five for your Alice Lloyd Eagles! Forward, freshman, 6'6", Rob Hazard, number 55, Ricky Eversong. A junior from Atlanta, number 32, Landon Napier. A senior guard from Louisville, number 2, Cody Anderson. And a junior.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on the Coach Jay Court at Alice Lloyd College for today's matchup between your homestanding Alice Lloyd men's Eagles basketball team versus the visitors, the Kuyper Cougars. Thank you for joining us. As always, this is Gannon Brown on the mic. And I do know that the one and only Mr. Jamie Hughes should be joining us here shortly. We'll go over the starters for your homestanding Alice Lloyd Eagles. We got the big man in the middle, number 55, Evan Eversall. Number 32, Landon Napier. Number 4, Desmere Hatchett. Number 1, Nas Welch. And last, but certainly not, the Eagles take home the victory, or you want to see an upset on the road for Kuyper. Still working on that Kuyper roster. All right, it looks like we have number 0, Nick Moore. Number 5, Jacob May. Number 11, Nick York. Number 13, Latrell Jenkins. And I can't see the last player's full number yet. Gary Bailey's group. Currently sitting at a 3-2 ball game in favor of the homestanding Lloyd Eagles.
How are we today, my friend?
We are doing good, as always. We do want to thank you for coming out, Jamie, watching some Eagles basketball with us today.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, but let's just say they didn't charge me for the extra. I got your, as they were doing the national anthem, I crossed the mountain. Boy, big shot there for Alice Lloyd as they now lead it 5-2. Check out Kuyper's uniforms, brother.
I do say those aren't common colors, but I don't think they're bad on the eyes.
Have you seen a team wear this color?
I don't believe that I have in college basketball.
Me either, man.
It's unique for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Listen,
I'm glad.
yet.
I'm following your lead any day, brother. 17:09 to play. Alice Lloyd College with the basketball. Up 1, Napier for 3, picking up where he left off last week, pal.
Yeah, Landon Napier coming off his career high. He shot his jersey number, 32 points, all off of three-pointers.
You know, I told him, too. I said, man, it felt to me like you found one spot and stayed there. I can't believe they let that kid hit that many threes in that deep left corner the last time.
He went 8 for 9 on the game from 3.
You think about that. 8 for 9 from the field is crazy, but 8 for 9 from the 3-point land is even crazier.
It's hard to up over here with the headband. Eli Pendleton. Not sure if you're familiar much with the JV, Jamie, but he's definitely one of the big players on that team.
That's why you are the man with a plan.
He's very energetic. He's one that's going to clap for his team, stand up and cheer. He's loud for sure.
As Eversole's at the charity stripe, Alice Lloyd leads it 9-4. Free throw is good. You know, Coach Cornett and I talked about how that the JV team is 32 points. And, guys, he came through our JV program, so no shame in that game as Kuyper hits the big jumper there from about 15. Cut it to 4, 10-6.
No shame at all. You'll see a lot of the guys kind of get fully developed in that JV team, and then Coach Cornett knows when they're ready. He calls them up, and then they do big stuff on the varsity.
Well, again, I've said this many times. It's not a slap in the face. It's just simply, hey, I've got to come over here and wait my time, polish up a few things, and I'd rather be starting on the JV, than no minutes at all. I'm convinced you get better by playing at anything, man.
Absolutely, and I think that's really been good for players. I know that right now we have players like, Andrew Bloomfield, I know, is still playing JV and varsity. Bodie Bentley on both of them. And I know last year that Nas Welch was getting some varsity minutes, but he was getting a lot of JV minutes. And I don't think any basketball player who truly loves the game of basketball is going to complain about getting to play more basketball.
Players want to play.
Exactly.
You're right, man.
Exactly.
Photographers want to take pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Big mouth announcers like me want to announce. I'll talk to anybody that'll listen to me, man. Oh, my, have we had fun over here so far this year. And can't believe this season's almost to an end, pal.
Yeah, we're getting there. We have 2 home games left. We have this game, and then we got senior night.
Napier with another huge rebound for Alice Lloyd, who leads it by 6, 12-6. Thanks to all of you watching us here on the Alice Lloyd College Athletics page. And, he missed that one. jumper off the mark, and Alice Lloyd got another one. Desmere has it. Leads Welch with a beautiful pass over the rim, and it's good.
Now, I'll tell you, one person I want to see driving because I don't think anybody can stop him, Nas Welch.
I like his chances, man. He shoots high percentage shots, and he finds a way to get to the rim.
I've never seen somebody be able to move their body so effortless looking in the air. He can contort any way he needs to, and there's very few people that are going to contest him. I'll tell you, I had an up-close and personal interaction with it over there, but he about landed on me after making a layup.
Yeah. You got an awesome picture, but you earned it, did you not?
Absolutely.
Desmere with another big bucket, and Alice Lloyd leads by 8. Desmere Hatchett smooth as silk on that jumper.
Yeah, Alice Lloyd has their foot on the pedal, and they're looking to keep pressing it down.
Don't let Alice Lloyd's record deceive you, folks. We played a tough schedule and wasn't healthy at times, but this team, in my opinion, is peaking at the right time, man.
Absolutely. You'd rather be hot toward the end instead of hot at the beginning. And I know right now the bench looks like you might be getting Wilgus Tolson coming back for some late. And I know talking to Jacob Curry earlier, he said that he's going to start reevaluating next week, so potentially get some end-of-the-year playing time. But yeah, injuries have definitely hurt this team, but they're starting to click at the right time.
Where's your notebook? You've got all the scoop, man.
It's all up here.
You have all of the scoop, dude. Coach Cornick going to take a timeout, or is that media timeout? Either way, let me ask you, you got your milk and bread?
I'm sure stocked up. I got a lot of snacks up in the room, I'll tell you that.
That's the benefit, I guess we can say, of being on campus is you, of course, know that some things are going to be taken care of. But, folks, I do, on a serious note of that comment, encourage you guys locally, get out, get your supplies. Updated weather map looks like it'll hit us about 2 o'clock, maybe tomorrow, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then it gets interesting as far as the predictions. I have seen anywhere from 4 to 16 inches.
Oh, wow.
That's a wide span, though, is it not?
Yeah. They're covering all their bases, though.
One of my best friends is an emergency director, actually here in Knox County for that matter, and he says they tell him between a half and an inch of ice. Now, that don't sound like much, folks, but ice lays on power lines. If we get that amount, you and I more than likely will be without power. And then the tough part is Monday's weather forecast, super cold, single-digit cold, which would make it even harder to restore power should the event happen that we lose it.
Yeah, so definitely be smart in this time. I mean, it's snow. Everybody likes snow. Be able to enjoy it, but enjoy it safely.
My youngest daughter has never had a snow like we may possibly get, and so she's already talking about building the igloos and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I know for Alice Lloyd students, if we were to lose power, they might be able to send out an email if you're not able to get email. I know we're supposed to be able to have emergency generators going on in this building in Perry. So if you're without power, you're without whatever, you're able to come to Perry and still be able to be a little warm.
So this would be considered your warming station here then?
It sure would.
Good deal. This facility has served so many purposes, but that'll be another nice one, and I'm sure they'll have things. Boy, Hatchett snatcks the steal away.
2-on-1.
Beautiful pass. Did you see that? I'm telling you, Nas ought to give Desmere one of those two. That pass was so good. He said, here, you can have one of them, and I'll take the other one. He won't, though, by the way.
He got him 2 stats on that one. He got a steal, and he got the assist. I'll tell you, Desmere Hatchett has just a high basketball IQ.
Playing with a little emotion right now as well, but there's a mismatch. They've dropped the big man down on him. Alice Lloyd switched on the screens, and they're going to whistle him for the foul there.
Dez isn't afraid of that size advantage. He's gonna compete with the best of them.
As I've told you off the air before, maybe on the air, I graduated from Alice Lloyd College in 2001 and then stayed here as a full-time employee for about 4 years. My second year here, we got a big snow, and we had such a great time. They slid off the hill at Lilly. It was all fun and games until my wife, girlfriend at that time's roommate, broke her arm.
Oh, no.
So she goes to medical school with a broke arm because she was sliding off the hill at the door. Naker with another big three, dropped it down to Hatchett. 22-14 as Desmere Hatchett's over here with the side of the defense.
I'll tell you, we've said it before. He pulled the chair on him right there. Desmere Hatchett had a defender posted up against him. Another good pass. Big Evan Eversole down there, not afraid of contact either. This is a team that realistically none of them are afraid of contact.
We're running the ball, running the floor really well, man, and passing the ball as good as I've seen us do this year, man.
Their chemistry's really showing off.
Good things happen when you do that. Coach Cornett over there coaching them up. He knows he's got this team clicking on all four right now. The chance of defense, rise up, 5 seconds on the shot clock. They make an extra pass. Kuyper needs to make a move down the lane. That's a charge. Good defense there. As Sloan held his ground, and Alice Lloyd to get it back. Sloan will run the point. You got Welch to his left. Napier nestled in over on that right. They'll send him through. Look the pass through. There it is. Won't go. Boy, it looked good. I don't have no problem with Hatchett shooting that shot, brother.
No, not at all. I'll tell you, Hatchett has a really, really well-rounded game. He has a good deep shot. He has a good midi. He has a good layup package. He's very solid on every bit of the court.
Napier with a big bucket there. 26-14. Alice Lloyd up 12.
Napier's playing like a superstar to start out this game.
Yes, sir, he is. Got 11 points. He's almost got as many points as Kuyper has as a team.
I was about to say, he's a three-pointer away from tying Kuyper, and if Landon Napier shoots one more, I don't know that he misses it. He's got some heat behind him right now.
Nice move there, though, slicing and dicing and getting through there was Elijah Searcy. His first bucket for Kuyper, who's cut it to 10. Welch has it. 2-3 zone by Kuyper.
Evan Eversole for three.
A little hard on the shot. Here comes the Cougars. Searcy got it at the top, puts the brakes on. Goes around the defender, down the lane. Beautiful pass. He drew the defense and dumped that one off to big Jacob May, who has 7 to lead the Cougars in scoring.
I'll tell you, that's probably one of the factors that I noticed most during warm-ups is the height of Kuyper. They got some tall guys on that bench.
And with the height, some strength. Boy, how about that one? Again, Desmere Hatchett with a 3. Give him 5.
He was about on the dash over there at the coach's bench.
Way downtown.
Limitless range over there.
Won't go. Offensive rebound and a putback. Going to put them to the free throw line. Fouled on the shot will be Arland Avdo. He got a chance to get it back to a single-digit lead.
So we're going to have a couple subs for both teams. It looks like Kuyper's bringing in some of that height. I believe that number 33 is one of the tallest on their team, if not the tallest. And Alice Lloyd bringing in both Daniel Carmichael and Andrew Bloomfield, giving Big Evan and Desmere Hatchett some rest.
For Kuyper, number 33 is Austin Sloan back into the game. Free throw is good, and it is back to a 9-point Alice Lloyd lead. Sloan got it on our side of the court. Welch over there, a couple dribbles down the lane, put it up, won't go. Thought he was fouled, but they let him play on. Here comes Kuyper wanting to make another run. They're on a 3-0 run. It's a good way to cut into the lead with just get them in bunches, man.
It just cause mistakes.
Sloan into the ball game and some instant offense as Austin gets that one.
That one's going to be tricky for them. They don't really have the height right now to deal with number 33 Sloan out there.
And I want to apologize. It's my fault, not yours. It's Stone.
Stone,
I said
okay.
Sloan. I left my specs in the car.
Well, we got a lot of Sloans out here. So.
And it's the most common name in Knott County. You're right, pal.
We talked about
all the other student body back.
I believe there's a good amount of us that stayed this weekend. I know we had our first full normal week of school this week, being without Monday. We had off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but I know there's a good amount that are staying in preparation of this big snow. We're getting a bunch of them if they were able to go home, went home today. So
my understanding, Dave Hatfield's going to make homemade peanut butter candy for everybody that has to stay this weekend. So if you have to come to the warming station, come down here. But I can't promise you he won't eat the candy on the way.
I'll tell you, if that wasn't an email, I think we'd have more people staying. Now, we talked a lot about Landon Napier, and one thing I want to tease a little bit, we've had him vlogging his day today because on the men's basketball Instagram page in the next couple of days, we're going to post a day in the life of a college basketball player on game day from Landon Napier's point of view.
Vlogging his day.
Showing us what it's like going to class, getting lunch, hanging out with the friends, and then getting ready for a game.
Cool.
So
well, that's very neat, and that will be found where?
That will be on the Alice Lloyd men's basketball Instagram page, and we might be able to post that on the main athletics Facebook page, Instagram page, everywhere else.
And that would drop when?
That's in the next couple of days, whenever he gets me the stuff and whenever I can get it edited, which he's good about getting me stuff, so I don't see that taking too long.
Good deal, man. That's cool.
Alice Lloyd having another substitution. You have Nas Welch on the bench and Jamel Hazel coming in the game. And I'll tell you, Jamel had some of the loudest celebrations, the most energy I'd seen in that last game.
He plays with so much energy. You're right,
He
man,
does.
and I love his upside. He's a local kid from over in Hazard, and glad to pick him up here.
Absolutely, and then he's got that second side of him because he helps coach.
Sure.
He can think in both mindsets of the player and the coach, and I think that makes him a great player all around.
Going to be a good addition to some coaching staff someday, too. I can guarantee you that. Foul going to go against the Eagles. And boy, Kuyper's just getting some free throws because they're going to the rim hard, man. And as they get that one, it's going to put them back to the charity stripe again where they're down 7, 29-22, 9-12 to play in the first half.
And you're seeing Alice Lloyd adjust, and you see subbing in at the tables. Big Evan Eversole coming in to change that height mismatch a little bit.
Latrell Jennings makes that one. That's his first free throw of the ball game. He's got 3 points. Second one down the cookie jar. It's good. He's got 4, and it's a 5-point ball game, 29-24. I can't tell you that I remember outside of an SEC tournament when Kentucky switched their ball game. Their game tomorrow, make a note of this, Wildcat fans, is at 11 o'clock in the morning. They've moved their game in anticipation of the snowstorm coming.
That's wild. It's got to be something big for that. It's good that they'll be able to have that and then let everybody get home safe before anything hits.
Yes, indeed. 3-pointer is good, and we may need a timeout, man. They've chopped right into this, and here comes Tolson.
That's not a name you've heard too much recently. I know he's been dealing with an injury. It's good to see him coming back into the game.
Oh, my. The standout from Wolfe County High School getting ready to get a couple minutes here, in and out. Right now we're struggling offensively, man. And it's been paying dividends to Kuyper down on this end. I'm right earlier in saying it is the Cougars for them, correct?
Yes, sir.
Does not look like a cougar on their shorts. But I'll leave that to somebody else to decide. Koji with it. Of course, this young man hit a big milestone here the last week. Oh, my. Good take. Just come up empty. Kuyper got a chance to tie it up or take the lead after being down 12 just moments ago.
And they're shooting for that lead.
Going to be an over-the-back call.
And here comes Tolson giving Landon Napier a well-deserved break.
One would believe that to be a short breather.
Oh, absolutely.
Coach probably trying to get that under 6 break. Maybe give him this break between now and then and then put him back in, I would think. I didn't know Tolson was going to be an option tonight.
I didn't either until I saw him during warm-ups. I was expecting only one face new on the bench being Eli Pendleton. I wasn't expecting to see Wogas coming back.
Well, somebody got to jump up there and get that cap off the top of that rim. We're struggling. Yeah. Boy, how about it? Everso says, I'll break the ice.
I don't know if you're able to see, but Tolson dove out of bounds to save that ball. That's already bringing energy back. He's missed the court. You can tell it.
He has one gear, and it's gold, man.
And you can see it. He's going to give it all.
Look at that energy. Look at that energy, man. Sometimes a spark can make the fire. Got to help the helper. Somebody needs to slide over there, and then we miss the box out assignment too. Out of bounds, last touchdown of Lloyd. It'll stay with Kuyper. 6:41 to play, 31-27.
Looks like we're about to have a substitution. Going to be Daniel Carmichael out. Alex Rasnick coming in to get some minutes. Alex Rasnick, also one of our seniors.
He can knock down the tray ball.
If you let him shoot, he's going to take it.
Stone with it high up, passes it over to the right side, won't go. Took a bad bounce, and Stone gets the rebound because of that. Put it up, won't go. Eversole said, I give you one, but you're not getting two.
So that'll be a good matchup to watch in this game. Stone and Eversole. Those are both two big guys that want the ball.
Oh, my. Sweet move there. Cradled that ball, one bounce, took it up and scored. Like that one for Alice Lloyd. Jamel moving with purpose that time. Alice Lloyd leads it 33-27. Three over in the deep corner, won't go. And Wilgus Tolson has it. Beautiful bounce pass to Eversole. He said, I wanted it high. But, man, I'll tell you something. Now, that's still a pretty nice pass.
Yeah, some good court vision there from Wilgus. I'll tell you one thing I've heard a lot from about Wilgus. I was talking to Koji about it, just how he's able to kind of get in a good rhythm. He says whenever he's playing against other teams, it's a blessing because he doesn't have to play against Wilgus like he does in practice.
Yeah, he makes you better.
That's iron sharpening iron because you know Wilgus's defense makes Koji better on offense and then vice versa. Those are two great players in their respective field.
Can you imagine the speed between those two?
Ooh.
Wow.
I tell you, that's a one-on-one I would love to watch any day.
If you can bottle that up and sell it, you can make some money on the NASCAR circuit.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
two very quick
all gas,
players.
no break type of playing.
Mm-hmm. Got to shoot it, though. Catch it to shoot. Oh, no look, pass, put it in, and it's good.
Opportunity for Evan Eversole. I'll tell you, their head fakes are getting me. I thought they were going to shoot it about 3 or 4 times.
You and 3 defenders all stood still and watched that one go through. Understand we had some guys on campus visiting this week. A couple big recruits in the house tonight. So that's always a plus. Eversole at the line. Only a freshman, folks. You wait till that guy's a senior.
I'll tell you, I was doing stats for what we have on our website, which is just the last 4 years. And Evan Eversole has broke the most rebounds in a game probably 3 or 4 times this year. And it's his first year here, so it'll be special to see what he develops into. I mean, if he stays the same, he'll be a legend for sure.
Yeah, and he won't, though. His work ethics, he'll continue. He won't stay the same. He will continue to work. Wilgus Tolson with a bucket for Wolfe County. Got to love that. I said for Wolfe County. From Wolfe County is where he's from. That's for Alice Lloyd. Unfortunately, Coach Creech, you don't get those 2 points anymore. They go to Alice Lloyd.
Some good ball movement here from Kuyper.
Boy, the offensive board on the weak side has hurt us a little bit. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. They dump it down inside, and the basket is good for Kuyper.
I'll tell you, Jamie, I think this one's going to go back and forth till the last minute because Alice Lloyd started out with a big lead. Kuyper matched it. Now Alice Lloyd's getting their lead a little bit back. It looks like Kuyper's starting to creep back at them.
Missed that one. That's okay. You've earned it. You worked hard to get back and play defense, get another stop. We've matched them up man-to-man on this trip. 3 1/4 to play here in the first half. Alice Lloyd leading by 6. Kuyper working on against that lead. And a foul inside. Yes, going to be on number 12 for Alice Lloyd, Jamel Hazel.
And we're going to have our media.
As they take the media timeout, always a great time for me to encourage those of you that haven't decided where you're going to college to give us a view. You can go to alc.edu. Take a virtual tour, fill out an application, learn all you need to know about this beloved school and what we've got to offer. You can also schedule an appointment to come over for a visit. Now, I like the virtual tour. There's nothing like getting to visit schools in person, man.
You can't replace it. This is a special place for sure. I tell you, I'm from about 2.5 hours away, and one of my friends from high school I graduated with, she came straight here after high school, told me all about it, but sent me pictures. But you can never replace the first time you step on campus.
If I had known you when you were in high school, you'd have been here sooner. 'Cause I wouldn't have let you win anywhere else, man. We're so glad to have you.
I'm happy to be here. I love it here.
You do great work for us, too. We appreciate all that you do for Alice Lloyd College, our department here.
I'll tell you, since I've got here, it's been hard to get me to go away. I've done winter work and I've done summer work. They about can't get rid of me now.
I did the exact same thing, man. I came here and never left. That's what I told them. I've been here since 1998.
That's a special place to stay. I tell you, it feels like a family, tight knit. You kind of get familiar with everybody in the area.
It's always better when we're winning basketball games too. Let me throw that out.
Absolutely.
Right now we're ahead 37-31. You're watching this one again, courtesy of the Alice Lloyd College Athletics Department. Free throw off the mark for Big Stone. He'll have another one. That one in and out.
Anderson up the court.
We forced that one and caused a turnover. Next matchup here at Alice Lloyd College will be January the 29th for the ladies. I believe I'm right when I say that. They'll play IU Columbus.
Yes, that will be next Tuesday.
And
If I'm thinking right.
that may be is that the doubleheader for Senior Day? Don't let me throw us off here. It doesn't show on the website, but I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, we got the 27th, and then we'll have the 29th, so we'll be a little busy here next week with women's ball. I'm still trying to confirm when senior night's going to be. I know our men's have, I believe, one home game after this, so it should be whenever that game is. We'll be sure to make some big posts about it.
Sure.
We got a couple big seniors we need to celebrate.
Oh, no doubt, man. No doubt.
I know for a fact you got Wilgus Tolson, you got Jacob Curry, and one you hate to see going, number 2, Koji Anderson.
I'm hoping that we can keep Koji here. I want to find him a coaching job or whatever
he would
wants
be
to
great.
Do. He helps me with our All-Stars and Hometown Sports Corner. And as soon as this season's over, we'll be cranking back up those Biddy League workouts. And he would make us an excellent assistant coach right here, for that matter.
And I'll tell you, Koji lives and breathes basketball.
Oh, look at the speed, man, and look at that pass. That pass came from 60 foot away. We dropped that one on a dime and scored big. Alice Lloyd back up 6, 39-33. Boy, a beautiful move there, though, by Kuyper. They're not going away, man. I got to give them credit. They have stood strong. Ever so backs him down. Beautiful wraparound pass to Welch, and he's fouled.
I'll tell you, I think Welch tries to find the biggest guy to drive on. He wants the contact. He wants that shot opportunity. They're going to give him a break. Give Will Alexander some playing time. He's one that I've been impressed with this season, coming up from mainly JV minutes last year.
off the mark. Long rebound for Alice Lloyd. We've not had many of those. This is a unique lineup. I don't know if I've seen these 5 on the floor at the same time this year, pal.
I don't think I have either. Anderson not afraid to shoot. And he's the first one back on D.
Oh, and a nice move
Nice
on the
pass
other
there.
end, though, for Kuyper. You got to give credit, man, where it's due. And that was just a good take there.
And they've cut it down to 2 with just 48 seconds to go until halftime.
Arlen got the bucket, give him 7 to go along with some big rebounds for Kuyper. May go 2 for 1 here if you're Alice Lloyd. No, actually not going to be able to do that as we took a little too long on this possession, but that's okay. Desmere says, I've got it. Give him 8. That's his second three-pointer on that right side.
And a steal, give him another chance at last shot opportunity here.
I think we're definitely going to hold it for 1. I wouldn't.
Definitely going into the half with a lead. Coach Cornett wants a timeout, run him a little play with just 10 seconds to go.
Well, you've got that one that they can burn. You know, it don't carry over, and so I don't blame him.
Ain't no point in saving it if you can't do anything with it.
Don't get to take it home with you, do you, pal?
Nope. And as we're talking about Alice Lloyd, just how much of a family and tight-knit it is, where I'm looking around seeing a good amount of graduates from last year. To my right, we're seeing Kobe Profit, big time involved with the women's program. And up in the back, the top left, is Ben Sumaharo and Brady Nelson.
Both of them in the house. Boy, I wish both of those guys had one more year of eligibility.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, my first year seeing Ben was his last year. So I got to see the super Ben just for 1 year. And I'll tell you, it about makes me wish I'd came here about 2 or 3 years earlier.
A healthy Ben would have shattered every record we had.
1,000%.
Every record. There would
1,000%.
not have been a record here that he wouldn't have surpassed if he had been healthy his entire time here. Unfortunately, he wasn't. But he's still yet remarkable player. And he's on my Mount Rushmore here, pal.
Who would be? We'll give it until the half, and we'll quiz you on that at halftime.
We'll talk about it. Don't have any problem giving you my top 4 or 5.
Shot up. Not gonna fall for Eversaw. Currently sitting at a halftime score of 42-37 in favor of your Alice Lloyd men's Eagles. So let's go back to that Mount Rushmore. Let's hear who you got.
We had a guy named Roy is what we called him here while I was here as a student. Mr. Collins was phenomenal. He was a Division I player that just chose to stay home, in my opinion. He probably was certainly one of the best. And then another young man from down in Clay County, we called him the Mountain Mamba. He, of course, Blake Smith, played some semi-pro ball after he left here. Blake certainly is on that. Then I think Ben is up there. And then this is where it gets interesting. That 4th one, if you can only let me take 4, I probably got to go with what I've heard, okay, rather than what I saw. Because in other words, it was before my time. But a gentleman named Rick Conley, from what I gather, still yet holds a bunch of records here. Rick told me not long ago, he said, I put it together early. He said, I let him shoot. Realized all I had to do is go get the rebound and put it back. He averaged a double-double.
Really?
So
I'm sure double-double is just offensive rebounds. That's impressive.
Think about that, man. Getting those doubles and rebounds and buckets put back.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to dive into the record books and look at some of these guys. This is my second year here, second season of basketball I've been able to watch for Alice Lloyd.
When you do that, too, you'll find out that we were in a couple different conferences prior to the ones that we've been in the last 10 or 12 years. We made it to the national tournament. I want to think 3, maybe 4 times. At that time, President Jim Stepp's brother Joe and he were the coaches.
Oh, wow.
Before they were presidents, they were coaches here. And dean of students and different
They've been
areas.
doing stuff right around here for sure.
And we had remarkable teams. The thing they done great, man, was they got the best player from every school in this local area. If you were a candidate for Mr. Basketball, if you were the Mountain's best player, they were able to get you. They brought all them in here at the same time, and it all gelled, and they built a good
That's about
program.
an all-star team at that point.
Man, this place has been so fun to me, though. I had a chance, as I said, to come over here in 1998. Never left. Actually, we got to be an assistant coach for 2 years. I think it's the only 2 years that I didn't broadcast games here. I helped Coach Gary Gibson. actually got to go with Coach G. We called him on recruits, and I went with signings. I could write a book on things that I did just in those 2 years over here, some very fun things. We took a group here to Florida and played in a tournament down there and got to go to watch the Orlando Magic and see their facilities, got a tour of that place. Stuff that I would never have gotten to done had it not been for this place, you know?
Yeah, Alice Lloyd's all about giving opportunities.
And we have a family across this country. You'd be hard-pressed to go anywhere in the United States and not find somebody that's got a tie to Alice Lloyd.
Yeah, truly, truly. I know my girlfriend Erin was on vacation in Florida and met somebody who had graduated from Alice Lloyd because she was wearing an Alice Lloyd hoodie.
Yeah, probably just came up and started talking.
And it's like you don't know the people personally, but you can talk to them like you've known them.
Sure, and
It's
they've got a
very,
story
very
that stands
tight-knit.
out for them. You know?
I'll tell you, my favorite thing about this place is probably Appalachia Day, meeting a bunch of alumni, and they'll show you pictures of what campus used to look like, the different buildings, the ways the campus just stood out to them now, and then looking at how advanced it's been getting.
Oh, my, you're right.
And I tell you, there's a lot of different things happening. I know right now we're remodeling J-Back, and it's the concept picture, if you're ever on campus, is on the fence right in front of it. It's beautiful.
We had the campus, I think, as pretty as it had ever been when the flood of 22 hit. And, of course, that just changed the structure of everything in Eastern Kentucky. But we're bouncing back, and we've got a lot of times with growth and remodeling, got to overlook the construction some. I'm still having a hard time. I drove by campus, looked over and saw where the admissions office is. The wraparound porch is gone. You got to know what I'm talking about to know. But that building looks different right now. They're remodeling it.
Yeah, lots of stuff changing, but I think it's making it look pretty nice. I know the men's dorm that I live in just got a facelift. It's the outside's now a more wooden look. It looks beautiful.
Great, man. You're in Howard or Berger?
I am in Howard.
When I first came here, was a dorm student in Howard, then moved to Berger my last 2 years, and then I was the dorm director in Berger for about 3 years. My wife and I, when we first got married, that was our home.
Yeah, I've been in all three buildings. My first year here, I was on third floor Berger. During summer work, me and Koji were roommates in Carrick, and then this semester I'm on first floor Howard. So I've been everywhere.
That first floor pretty sweet.
It is. It's nice. I'll tell you, not going to have to going up and down the stairs.
Hey, let's talk a little stats here, can we, man?
Absolutely. I'm sure that we got a couple looking pretty nice for us right now.
I'll go over the team. What time you pull up some individuals, perhaps. For the team, Alice Lloyd 42, Kuyper 37. Alice Lloyd 42% from the field. They were 4 of 7 from Trayville. 8 of 10 from the free throw line. We unfortunately did turn it over 3 times, and they scored 4 points off of those 3 turnovers. 15-14 rebounding right now. They've out-rebounded Alice Lloyd by 1. Coach won't be happy about that. He's a firm believer that you got to win that category. Off the bench, Kuyper's come up with 37 points off the bench. That can't be right. It's not right. I'm just telling you what I see on my monitor, but I look up on the scoreboard. That would be all of their points off the bench. We'll correct that stat in a moment. Fast break points, kind of interesting too. We've been able to get 16 of them. We typically get a little more than that on the fast break side. What do you got individuals? What stands out to you, brother?
Individually looking at ours, we currently have 2 players in double digits. Our leading scorer is Evan Eversole, shooting 4 for 5 from the field and then 4 for 5 from free throw. Next following him, from no surprise, is Landon Napier, already knocking down 3 from the field. 2 of those being from 3, also going 3 for 3 from free throw. Close behind him is going to be your third leading scorer is Desmere Hatchett with 8, shooting 3 for 7, 2 for 5 from 3. And then looking more into our other stats, you're going to have your top rebounder. It's going to be Evan Eversole, also with 5. Close behind him is Desmere Hatchett, Nas Welch, and Jamel Hazel with 3. Passing the ball pretty well. Currently leading us in assists is Desmere Hatchett with 4. Close behind him is Napier with 1. And we're just seeing all around just a decent contribution from our bench. Having them, a bunch of the bench members getting 2 points. We're having Wilgus getting 2. We're going to have Jamel with 2. all around you're seeing the ones that are getting more playing time. They're playing their game. They're not playing. I would say that most of these players are never going to be satisfied, but they're all playing pretty well. And then going on to Kuyper, their leading scorer is going to be number 5 Jacob May with 11. Followed him is Avdo with 7, and then Stone with 6. Currently looking at their three-point, we have 2 players with 3s, those being the same 3 that I mentioned. Leading them in rebounding is no surprise is Stone with 6, following is Jings with 3, and May with 3. Assisting is currently York with 3, also Stone with 2, Jennings with 2, and Bargardy with 2. So you're really seeing a great game out of Stone, which is no surprise seeing him be the big matchup between him and Evan Eversole. How do you think that matchup going later into the game is really going to affect this outcome, Jamie?
Well, the big thing I wonder about is, are both of them able to stay out of foul trouble? And should one get in foul trouble, that might lend its way to the other one. Alice Lloyd, as you touched on there too, man, 2 guys in double figures, and Hatchett's just about there. 8 players scored in the first half of a ball game that you're up 5, so that lets you know even when things are tight, we're sharing the ball and doing a good job there.
And currently looking at fouls, you're going to have Stone with 2, and currently Evan Eversole doesn't have a single one.
So
that'll be good going down. One thing I will definitely look for in the second half is for Koji Anderson to turn it on. Koji Anderson currently only has 2 points, which very uncharacteristic, but I would not look for that to stay the same by the end of the game. Just wait till he gets hot.
Well, and it's 2, man. He only took 4 shots, and so we got to find a way to get him some more shots in this second half. How about a couple shout-outs, too, to some people in the comment section? They're talking us up there. A little chatty there.
As always, we're seeing James Cowan, always one of the biggest supporters on our YouTube channel. No, he's watching for some Eagles, and he's big time for the women's team. Looks like we're seeing some questions about Cody Stumbo when we were talking about the Mount Rushmore.
Cody was good, man. Cody was one of the best I've seen at taking a corner shot. He could hit that side shot. And, you know, it's the toughest shot in basketball because when you're shooting from the corner, you don't have the backboard to help you get any perspective of what's going on. But certainly, Cody's in my top 10 or 12. But you think about it. When you start talking Mount Rushmores of anything, 1, 2, and 3 sometimes not that hard.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
But that fourth and final spot's tough, man.
There's so many people you could fit in there.
Asking
you about your top, would you say there's any players that are playing for us today that you would put in your, say, top 15?
Well, and that's just for you people that are watching, you would certainly say yeah, but I've seen so many of them. You got to understand.
I know that's got to be tough.
3 players that we had here at one time would have probably, all 3 have been Division I players had they chose to not stay close to the home, or perhaps one of them got an injury. But, you know, we had a remarkable team here. My second year as an assistant coach under Coach Gibson, a guy named KJ Waterman. KJ was a Division I player. If he had done some things differently, in my opinion, he could have been a Division I player. We had another guy named Will. Will was crazy, athletic, and just went on to continue to impress wherever we went. But again, you've asked me a tough question, so I'm going to answer it. I don't dodge too many questions. I think he will. Evan Eversole will end up being a top 10 player by the time he leaves here.
I believe you. If you're looking at his freshman year alone, he's having a great season. Let me switch it up a little bit. We're talking about player coach Mount Rushmore. What about coaches? Who would you say are some of the coaches that you don't have to say these are my top in this order? What are just a couple of names you want to throw out there of coaches that really stood out in Alice Lloyd history for you?
Well, again, the Steps, they've got the trophies. You know, Jim and Joe. Joe was the actual head coach. And so they kind of set the mark. And then, as I said, Coach Gary Gibson was the gentleman that I had the opportunity to take a lot of knowledge from things he passed on. I didn't, it was before my time, but the late Eddie Gibson was a name locally people will know quite well, and had a good career here. Jim Rose is another name that a lot of people won't recognize that perhaps coached here. I think one thing that sometimes is going to get lost in the picture is what Coach Scott Cornett has done here coaching 2 sports.
Oh, yeah, he's a busy man, I'll tell you that.
Well, and he put a banner in the rafters while coaching 2 sports. It's not easy here.
That's very impressive.
I'll be forever indebted to my friend J.R. Hammond. He, of course, gave me the opportunity to start Hometown Sports Corner. I was broadcasting for 91.7 FM, the college radio station, and I went to the coach at that time and I said, Coach, I've got an idea. I said, I think I can put our radio station on the internet and it cost us nothing, which we were trying to figure out a way to do it, and everything we looked at was big time. I said, I'll make a Facebook page. I said, we'll plug the audio in, and that we'll try it. I said, if it don't work, we don't have to worry about it. Well, long story short, it blew up. We had people all over the country tuning in, and thus Hometown Sports Corner was born. So I owe that to JR. I appreciate him. And don't ever let me get sidetracked and forget, John Mills is a Hall of Fame coach. John has brought the girls coach. Now, John probably brought more talent to this campus than any coach. And I know I just talked about what the Steps done, but you got to figure John is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you do your homework on who scored the most points, was recruited and brought here in girls basketball by John Mills. So that's pretty neat, man.
Yeah. John's a legend for sure. I know he's been doing it for a while, so I'm blessed that I'm able to see it in person.
You didn't ask me, but while we got 30 seconds, Carla Booth, Ariel Nickel, certainly, in my opinion, 2 of them. But then the girls is even harder because I got 6 girls that I'd have to try to put in those last 2 spots.
Yeah, I know that probably one of the best ones that I've watched while I'm here is Jamie Cowan. Definitely one of the hardest fighters I've ever seen on the court.
And see, Jamie's still here.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I put her in the same category as Evan.
And
it's what will be.
Exactly. And another name I've heard a lot about from before my time, I believe I missed her by a year, was Hannah Cash.
Hannah is 3rd on my list. But like I said, 3 and 4, Hannah Cash shares that with about 5 other players. That it's hard. But now Ariel Nickel and Carla Booth, both. Anybody watch those 2 young ladies play would agree with me on that. You just shared some comments some people sent us about the broadcast that we did last night. Middle school game has went viral, and I'm going to leave it at that, but you can look at it on the Hometown Sports Corner. Went to a ball game and a fight broke out, and I'm not happy about it. In fact, would have already taken it down had we not been advised not to. But again, 19:45 to play here in the second quarter. Alice Lloyd leads at 42-37.
Yeah,
what changes do you think both coaches made at halftime?
I think the rebound's going to be emphasized because, I mean, Kuyper obviously having a size advantage on Alice Lloyd is going to look to have more rebounds. But as you said, Coach Cornett is a firm believer in getting those rebounds. So you're really going to want to see more effort put into that, especially with, like Evan Eversalt, where he's at 0 fouls. He's going to maybe look for him to go for more contact, go for more, just get the ball, more, I guess you could say, fight behind him. But I feel like also you're going to try to rely on your good shooters. I know, especially for Alice Lloyd, I'm sure they'll keep feeding Landon Napier, and they'll probably look to get Koji Anderson started.
Boy, Kuyper came out and hit the 3, and then they get to steal. And this quickly, man, they can tie this up or take the lead. This team will not go away. Down 12, fought their way back to tie it up, and they have done so again.
The big turnaround.
Stone, rock solid in the middle, and comes up with his 8th point. And Napier loses that one. He'll cradle it and go back with it to Anderson. Napier over in this right corner, but it was in the left corner that he hit all those buckets the last time.
Definitely a sweet spot for him.
Oh my, we're gonna call that a pass.
That's what I was about to wonder.
So we're gonna give him the assist instead of the missed bucket.
That was designed up. That was how we planned it.
44-42. I do want to say, too, you guys, in addition to bringing these games to folks, you're knocking it out of the park with your graphics and your posts. I really, really, really like some of the stuff you guys have been producing here, man, as of late. Stone with another big rebound. You hit it. You said they would put an emphasis on rebounding, and Kuyper has done so, man. They've really hit the boards hard here in this second half.
They have, keeping it at 44 all game. I know with graphics, one of the big things we're pushing is intro videos. We did that for the first time today. Before they get announced, we show a little hype video about them, and that'll be both men's and women's teams. So if you're able to come out in person, come out and check those out and let us know what you think.
Everybody wants to make the big board. If they use this place as a warming station, you guys need to be playing some Xbox on that big screen.
That's what I'm telling you.
How cool would that be, man?
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, a big steal there by Napier. He has it for Alice Lloyd. We're tied up at 44, ever so with it at the top. He'll go to Anderson. Deep pass to Hatchett. Back to Anderson. 3 on its way. Won't go. Got to follow your shot. He would have had a chance at that offensive rebound there, man.
Yeah, that's definitely something Coach Cornett's going to tell him, make sure to do. Just got to stay rebounding, got to follow your shot. I feel like more coaches are going to want you to, instead of standing there with your hand up, they're going to want you to take a couple steps forward just to help contest with that shot or with that rebound. Eversole with a nice block, and it's going to go straight to Napier. Great
that's a
pass
beautiful
there.
pass, man. He drew the defense and give it to him right
Absorb
on
the contact
time.
and get it straight
man.
in his hands. Smart player there, Landon Napier.
Give him the assist, and Kuyper with the basketball down 2.
I know Napier's, I don't know if he's decided yet whether he's going to have this be his senior season or if he's going to be able to come back for one more. I know what Alice Lloyd fans are definitely wanting, but
everybody's in favor of that, that's for sure.
We'll definitely be trying to keep updates on that, and we'll find out by next game whether he walks or not.
Napier with it over the deep corner. 3 won't go. Welch tipped it up, but Kuyper comes away with it, and they have owned the boards.
Welch jumped with 2 of the tallest players on Kuyper's team. That tells you what type of player Nas Welch is.
As you said earlier, size has never intimidated him, man.
Not even close.
Big block there, but that's all because of the defense of Welch.
And Nas made a stone wall, and Evan Eversole complimented on it. And Desmere Hatchett with the finish.
That's a move Hatchett doesn't make this time last year. From last year to now, and I'm paying him a compliment. That part of his game has developed big time in the last 12 months.
You can tell a lot of them mainly have been working in the offseason. No time off for these guys.
Long 3 won't go. And did the young man step out of bounds? No, he's going to be whistled for the foul instead. That's close, man. That's kind of tight. That's a little picky there on that foul.
Yeah, I can see that one going about either way.
Coach Cornett's okay with it, so I'm going to be. He still yet has the jacket on. So.
I'll tell you that. One thing about Alice Lloyd coaches, if they don't agree with the call, you know it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the signs of a great coach. You're going to fight for your team. And I was able to catch the JV game we had, I think it was 2 days ago. It was a big-time win for Alice Lloyd. I believe they won by 20 or 30 points. Those are some guys that I would really look to see come up and make a big impact on this team. Hopefully in the next coming years. I know if I start naming guys, then everybody's going to be upset at the ones that I don't name. But I'll throw out one name. I saw a lot out of Owen Johnson. He's a freshman. He put up some big buckets. He's big on driving, big-time driving layup type of guy. But he can shoot the 3. Don't let that change the narrative. I'll be excited to see him play here for a couple years, hopefully.
Of course, in addition to that, as Kuyper goes down the lane, Eversole with another big block.
Third block in 5 minutes.
That is impressive, man. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout, so it's going to be a good time for me to ask you a question. Give me your top 3 moments so far covering sports over here.
Top 3 moments
all
covering.
All sports combined.
That's a tricky one. Obviously, I'm going to have to say some Ben Sumaharo moments covering basketball.
Sure.
I know anytime I've covered him, when he dunks it alone, it brings the place crazy.
Okay.
I know he had a a quick dunk on top of a guy on the right side over here on our right. That one you had the place shaking. I've never heard this gym so loud before in my life. And I know we haven't been able to cover too much, but just working a lot of softball, just any time that you have a big home run, those are some big ones. I don't know if I could be biased and say who, because my girlfriend's the starting pitcher, but we'll say some big moments on that. And obviously volleyball, winning the tournament.
I was waiting. I thought that had to be in there.
It absolutely is. Just for the sole fact that it's such a big moment for this program, having two members that have been on the team for 4 years, Krista Amberge and Kylie Ward, apologize on that one, coming in and just winning the trophy or getting the banner up their senior year, but just having that impact of that freshman group. Peyton Taylor, Taylon Hoskins, Callie Butler, just a very solid freshman recruiting class from Coach Van Hoos, and just ultimately collided together and won it.
Put this in your memory bank. Taylor Baker. They signed her today. She's one of the 5 best I've ever watched.
Ooh.
I know that's a big statement.
But
had she not got injured, certainly everybody would probably be agreeing with me because they'd be seeing her numbers. But anyhow, she signed today. You'll be a huge fan of her over here next year. Taylor Baker.
We're talking volleyball?
Volleyball.
All right.
Alice Lloyd signed her today.
Definitely will.
Down the lane, turns, puts it up off the glass, won't go.
Eversaw in a swarm of Cougars getting that rebound.
Welch has it down the lane. He'll kick it out.
Eversaw for 3. Won't go for him. I like that he's not afraid to shoot that.
That's something he'll work on, too. Not just because he missed it, because he can make them, but you'll see that shot get more and more consistent.
You know how scary Evan Eversaw is going to be when he has a three-pointer? I don't know who's going to be able to stop him. He can drive through you, run through you like a brick wall, finish at the rim, or he can shoot it from deep.
Well, and the thing is, too, man, and I'm not just saying it because you're a fan of him. I'm equally as big on him, but I know his work ethics. He's going to work, and work some more, and he will look like a different athlete, too, in 2 years.
And I'll be graduated next semester, but I'll be definitely keeping up with Evan Eversaw's progression. Koji Anderson getting himself back on the board, getting more than double his points. I think he's sitting at 5 now. Let's double check on that one. We're gonna see Alice Lloyd take a 7-point lead. Looking to extend on that one. I know Kuyper is a very good team at coming back, just like they hit another 2 to cut this within that's gonna be a 5-point game. Good passing here from Alice Lloyd. Welch not afraid of any contact. They're going to be back court there. Just not able to get that pass off where he wanted. Don't sweat it, guys. You got to keep your head forward on this one. Again, in the comments, let us know who you're tuning in for. Are you looking to see some Alice Lloyd Eagles take home a victory, or do you want to see some of the road action, some Kuyper victory tonight? And again, let's hear some player shout-outs. Who are we tuning in? I know number 12, that's going to be Jamel Hazel, got a shout-out in the comments a second ago. Let's see if anybody else has people watching for him. And now we're just sitting at a 3-point game. Off cue on that pass. It's going to be a turnover for Anderson. Look to shake that one off and get back at it. I've seen a shout out for Will Alexander in the comment section. I know Will's a good friend of mine, looking to see him get some more playing time. Big time friend of mine, I will say. He's a same fan of the same NBA team that I like. Go OKC Thunder. 3-point game, Alice Lloyd with the ball. Definitely looking to score on this opportunity. Not been able to put up buckets in the last 2. Napier looking to do it. Not going to fall for him. Evan Eversaw getting that tip up, and Nas Welch with the rebound. Great pass there by Nas Welch, and a finish from Evan Eversaw. Sitting at a 5-point lead now. I'll tell you, those two might be the best to have down in the paint. Nas Welch and Evan Eversaw. Evan's obviously the height. He's able to get up there and kind of contest with Stone, but then you have Nas Welch able to kind of fly under the radar. You wouldn't expect him with his not being the tallest, but definitely being able to see him get in there and help Evan with the rebounding opportunities. As Evan gets his own, and he's going to get fouled, send him to the line to shoot two.
Working the boards hard, man.
I'll tell you, I was just saying two of the best people to have down in the paint, Nas Welch and Evan Eversole, because Evan obviously with the height, but then Nas kind of flies under the radar, not thinking someone of his height might be able to contribute much down there, but he's big time down there.
I like how he kept it high, used his upper body strength. Going to the line here. Young folks at home, there's advantages to making sure you keep the ball high. Lane violation, though, he knew when he shot that one it wasn't going, so he was trying to go hard to the rim and went too quick on it. Kuyper with a basketball up top. Looking, nobody there. Boy, good defense there by Alice Lloyd. The jumper is good for Big Stone. That is a nice shot, man. Tell me the mascot's name again up here.
That is going to be Swoop, our blue feathered mascot. We have three. Obviously, everybody knows Talon, but then you have Swoop, and then you have Sandy.
Sandy is the one I can never remember, so that's Swoop.
I know Swoop's been dancing a whole bunch in the last couple of games, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more Swoop in the next couple of games. Swoop
made an impression on my baby girl, but she calls him the Blue Chicken. I said, sis, we're the Eagles. No, he was the Blue Chicken, Dad.
And if she says we're the Blue Chickens, I think I can go with Blue Chickens for her.
Basket off the mark, but a foul. Going to put Alice Lloyd back to the line. 10:58 to play. I am hearing quite a bit of grumbling behind us, man.
And while we're at the foul line, let's look at points. Evan Eversole jumped up to 17. And we have Landon Napier with 11 and Desmere Hatchett with 12. Currently 3 players in double digits.
Napier's free throw is good, and Swoop's got the bird eye view of him.
That's the best view. I'll tell you, that's a unique thing for Alice Lloyd, having the track up top, being able to see a different view of the ball game.
I saw not long ago you shot some pictures from up there. It's a pretty neat spot for the photographers.
It really is. It's a different view that you really can't get much other places. I'll tell you, it's just neat watching a ball game up there, honestly. Just you can stand in the dead center. It about looks like you're watching it on TV.
Sure. I need to be up there, but not watching ball. I need to be up at the wall. Don't tell my wife I said that because she's trying to get me to do that. She's going to put me on a routine over here walking laps.
We'll have to mic you up for commentary.
I said, no, the mics are not wireless. The mics are not wireless. I couldn't do that. She's inquired about it already. 10:30 to play here in the second half, 56-50. Alice Lloyd by 6. Oh, it's a good extra pass. You're right, man. I agree with you. Smart pass.
Oh, just about got the and one there. I'll tell you, Desmere Hatchett absorbed double coverage to get that pass over to Napier. Then Napier swinging it around. These guys have some great court vision. I'll tell you, I'm not seeing some of the stuff they're seeing, and I mean, that's a good thing because they're the ones that need to be seeing it.
Well, and that's a benefit of playing together, man, knowing where so-and-so's going and getting the ball where they want it. That didn't happen at the beginning of the year. That's developed throughout the course of the season, and we've improved in that. Desmere's second free throw is good. Put us back up 8, 58-50.
Yeah, Alice Lloyd definitely looking to get him some more points here. Gonna spread that lead out a little bit before Kuyper does what Kuyper's been doing this game and coming back on him.
Oh, it's a good jumper, man, by Elijah Searcy. He did that in the first half. Hit a jumper right when they needed it. 10:05 to play. Eversole spins, turns, puts it up, and it's good.
One thing we have definitely failed to mention about Kuyper, I'm a big shoe fan. These guys got some pretty cool shoes, we'll say. Some very, very bright colors out there.
All of you guys are into these shoes, man. I've got to get with the time.
I mean, if you look at the shoes I'm wearing right now, one of them's brown, one of them's blue. I'm wearing some Looney Tunes LeBron James shoes.
I asked somebody the other day, do you got to buy 2 pairs to get 2 different shoes?
I didn't have to for these, but I about would. I love me some mismatched shoes. Definitely a talking point. Eversol with a putback there.
My, everything going Big E's way as he gets the offensive putback. Give him 21, and Alice Lloyd back up 8. Coach Cornett knows he's gained some momentum and trying to hang on to it.
That one was impressive, even for somebody as tall as Evan. There were about 5 hands up there.
And one more time when we had the momentum, Elijah Searcy grabs it away from us. Yeah. All 7 of his points have been huge for Kuyper.
They have, and that's one of the comments we're getting in the YouTube chat. We're seeing some a shout out for Elijah Searcy. So they'll definitely be happy with that deep 3 that he just made, cutting that lead down to 5.
Those of you watching, if you would, hit the share button. Let everybody else know they can tune in with you. Follow us if you're watching on YouTube and are not following. Boy, how about it? Big E with another one. He just going to work, man. He's emptying the tank.
Eversol's leaving it all out there. I'll definitely have to try to find what's believed to be his career high in points because he is sitting with a bunch of them right now.
He, of course, played basketball at nearby Hazard High School. Played basketball for one of the greatest to do it, Coach Al Holler. He's on everybody's list as one of the best to coach here in the mountains.
As somebody that's not from around here, what would you have to tell me about the high school environment for basketball around here?
It's life. I'm serious, man. It's life. People here, if you ask them some things they got in common, they'd say we go to church together. Most of us have to shop together because there's not a whole lot of options. And we all like basketball.
Oh, yeah. I definitely saw it with that tournament that came to Alice Lloyd here last weekend.
How crazy was that?
It was awesome. I'll tell you, the amount of coverage it came in here, there were 15 cameras up on the track. There were a couple down here. It was lively, and it was beautiful. I loved it.
I knew you guys would love that, and you guys, of course, as you do with other stuff, knocked it out of the park with your coverage and helping the media set up and get in and out of here and all that. June Buchanan is why we got to do that, of course. High school located here on the campus. They'll get to host the district in 2 years.
Okay.
And I am super excited for that.
That'll be some good basketball. Looking at Evan's freshman season so far, career high for Alice Lloyd is 24. Currently sitting at 21.
Yeah, he's going to break that.
Oh, I'm sure he'll break it a couple times.
To get 2 of them on the line, and what in the world happened there? The clock going off, and he shot it and made it anyway.
There was a little bit of distraction, but it's hard to distract Evan Eversol. He's about as locked in as anybody.
And the referee went up to him and apologized. Said, we should not have given you the ball till that horn went off, and Evan says, that's all right, I'm going to take it. Made them both. So 23. And he's over here as we speak doing some math, trying to see whether or not that's a career high. Kuyper with a big bucket inside. In the meantime, by May, big Jacob May with 15 has played well for Kuyper. Sloan for 3, got it. Oh my, that was straight on the money, and he dialed that one in. Nothing but the bottom. 67-59 for Aiden Sloan. 8 minutes to play. Kuyper with it. Down 8. Got to make a move. Jumper won't go. Rebound. I beg your pardon. Foul. Going to be on Hatch.
Final report in the second personal foul, 13 foul.
Free throw opportunity here for him.
Yeah, Evan having a great game, finally getting him some stats. He is sitting at about a point away from his career high and about 5 rebounds away. So he's putting up big numbers consistently here at Alice Lloyd.
How cool would it be to get both of those on the same night? That would be big, would it not?
It would be huge, and I'm sure that means that he'd be over here talking to us after the game. So
there's a good chance he's coming anyway.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I mean, he's a humble kid, so it'll be nice to hear him talk about himself a little bit if you make him.
Cool thing about staying close, too, man, your family gets to come and watch you play.
Oh, it's the
That's
best.
something if he had went to a different college, might not would have gotten. Foul going to be on Searcy. Going to put Sloan to the free throw line.
I know something that Dylan that's started commentating with us would be upset with me if I didn't point out that we currently have 6-7 points, leading by 7 against Kuyper right now. That's one of the big memes around on the internet right now.
Him and 6-7. Yeah, he pointed that out to me the other night.
Uh-huh.
Second one off the mark. He'll get one more. 2 out of 3 would still be good because it would make it a solid 3-possession game. It is anyway, but it would force him to have to knock threes down.
3 threes, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say
Outlet pass. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, this Kuyper team's very well spread. They obviously have their guys that can finish in the paint, as we just saw there, but they also have their guys that can shoot.
They may end up having to have some outside shots if Alice Lloyd can keep converting offensively. Koji got it. They've shot 15 threes, so that tells me that's a team that feels comfortable shooting the outside shot.
And honestly, in this day and age in basketball, you about have to be comfortable with those.
Napier gets the bucket, and the foul going to be on Jacob May. That'll be his second. And Landon Napier go to the line for a 3-point play. The old-fashioned what?
I'll tell you, May and Stone, Alice Lloyd's going to love getting fouls on them, especially with 7 minutes to go with it being a close ball game. If either of those are to foul out, it makes Alice Lloyd's job just a little bit easier.
Sure. Free throw too much to the left, out of bounds, and they're going to give that back to Kuyper. I don't like that call. I thought they touched it last. 7:06 to play. It's going back to them either way.
Yeah, we're seeing another shout out for Nick York for Kuyper in the comment section.
We appreciate them tuning in. I'm glad we could bring it
Absolutely.
to those that wasn't able to be here, man. Do us a favor, though, in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. I always like to go back and see that, man.
I'll tell you, the best thing, as soon as I started the live stream, the first comment popped up from a user called NTCW that said, "I can't thank you enough for broadcasting these games. We love watching Alice Lloyd." And that's the best part about doing it.
More. He's getting hot, man.
It's hard to cool down Landon Napier whenever he gets hot, I'll tell you that.
18 points. He's having another big game coming off his career high, 32 points last time. Oh, he made a nice move, misses it, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. An opportunity to cut into this lead with a clock stop. Would we take that under 6 media at this point? No. They're going to wait on it, so. Sometimes they'll go ahead and say it's close enough and take it, but they're going to wait. Free throw is good. May is playing sensational. 18 points for Kuyper. Second one hits the front of the rim, though I bragged on him and cost him that one. That's the announcer's jinx, right?
There's another rebound for Eversole, getting one step closer to that career high.
Alice Lloyd going to try to use a little clock in between it, but Eversole down the lane won't go, gets his own board, and he's fouled. And he'll walk right back to the free throw line, shoot a couple more.
He's getting comfortable at that free throw line. Definitely going to take some free points here.
Napier, Sloan, Anderson, Welch, and Eversole, the 5 on the floor for Alice Lloyd. Free throw is good. If you're just tuning in and wondering how we're this far ahead, the game started earlier than normal, folks. It's got a 5 o'clock start. Yours truly was able to make it as they were doing the national anthem. But it's the best I could do from Prestonsburg to here. Timeout, Kuyper. This is an excellent timeout, man. I really think the coach knew his team needed this one. Down 12, 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and with those free throws, Evan Eversole ties career high 24 points. Having a phenomenal game.
Let's get him one more. What do you say? We want him to go ahead and break the career
don't
high.
forget, 12 rebounds on the day. Career high for Alice Lloyd, 14. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what his career high for points and rebounds and all that would be from high school, because I'm sure they're up there.
We do say to all of you that are tuning in, you're watching Alice Lloyd College Sports here. We do encourage you, if you have not done so, to hit that subscribe button. Getting closer to the 2,000 subscribers. That's our goal. We're at about 1.3, something like that. So again,
slowly
just reach
ticking
over
up.
there and hit that subscribe button for us. We greatly appreciate that.
Alice Lloyd is keeping the same group, and they've been in the majority of this half. That's the starters: Anderson, Eversole, Welch, Hatchett, and Napier. Costly there, throwing the inbound pass out of bounds, giving the ball right back to Alice Lloyd.
Costly turnover. You never want that as a coach out of a timeout.
No.
It's that and missed free throws are the two most frustrating things as a coach. You value those timeouts and you want something good to happen for you. Alice Lloyd clearing out and letting Eversole go down the middle of it.
Hatchett not going to
Hit
fall for him, hitting the top.
guide wire up there, didn't it? Yeah.
It did.
It's the right call. If you're watching from home, you might have had trouble seeing that, but there's a guide wire that helps be able to crank the rims up should they need to, and it hit that wire.
Looking in the comments, we got a shout out for number 10 from the Cougars, Avdo, and it says the viewer is tuning in from Ontario, Canada.
Thank you for doing so. We'll add that to the list of places where we've been seen.
I
I used to have a calendar, no joke, that I marked the places. Anytime I'd get somebody, we've had Virgin Islands, people that would be on vacation would tune in.
That's
so
neat.
it's been pretty neat over the year.
I know when I was at my last school with the soccer team being as diverse as it was, there were some from Trinidad, some from South Africa. It's crazy to think that people from different places in the world can tune into a stream from the smaller area, the smaller region of the United States.
Passes Kentucky, not Papa. You'd be amazed it's Pippa passes Kentucky. But yeah, it's neat, man, that we can bring the folks that couldn't be here this game. It's been a fun one, entertaining
It has.
game.
It's been very back and forth.
Shot put up, trying to beat the clock, couldn't do so, but his teammate goes up and gets the bigger rebound and keeps it high. May with an offensive board and two more for Kuyper, who's cut it back to 10. May and Eversole both having big games here on the low post for their prospective teams.
That has been the battle. At May and Eversole, and then Stone and Eversole.
Good movement here for Alice Lloyd.
Step back. That was a nice shot there from Eversole.
Welch bails him out with an offensive rebound, and he draws the foul.
Welch, as we've said a couple times, not afraid of that contact. I think he enjoys it at this point.
Here's that timeout. I knew that medium one was coming sooner or later, and so Nas will get some time to think about him. I want to go back to, I love to do this during these timeouts and encourage everybody, if you possibly can, while we appreciate you tuning in, there's nothing like watching these guys in person. And we only have one more home game. I found it for us. February the 17th, Ohio Christian. Unless the schedule has changed versus what's on our website, that would be our last home game for the guys.
And that means that should be senior night.
It would be. In the past, we've tried to have senior night on a night when the two teams both played. This is the least amount of doubleheaders that we've ever played at Alice Lloyd.
I think there's only been just two, three, maybe four this season. It's very uncharacteristic.
And it has thrown me for a loop a couple times because I made my schedule based upon the guys' schedule. And I'll be honest, just straight up, I have missed some girls' games that I should have been here but didn't realize we were playing.
I'll tell you, the girls had a pretty big win in their last home game that I was able to watch. Let me go scour for that one real quick.
While he does that, the next game for Alice Lloyd's men will be at Ohio Christian. Weather permitting and all things work as it's supposed to, we will go to Ohio Christian on the 31st, January the 31st. And that always is a fun game.
Yeah, the last game I could remember was Alice Lloyd Women's on January 17th taking on Ohio Christian. Big win, 93-39.
And we just really, that game played so well as a team, man.
Yeah, and as I'm saying that, we're seeing one of the stars, Jamie Cowan, walk right past the commentary booth.
Jamie, a great kid from Paris High School. Also been helping me some with our developmental league here in the county. Shot put up, won't go. Going to try again to get that cranked up in 2 weeks for those of you that are tuning us in. Kuyper will not quit. Alice Lloyd has had them down 12 points about 3 different times. Eversole to Napier, thought about it. He'll pass it off to Desmere Hatchett.
Hearing some noise out of that Kuyper bench now. That's one thing that can really get a team going is if their bench believes in them and they're starting to make noises, you can kind of see that playing through the players.
Koji's shot off the mark. Back to single digits if they can score here. Spin move won't go. Rebound put back up and it's good.
That was a smart mid-air adjustment there by Anderson, knowing that if he put his hand out, he's probably going to draw a foul, kind of just letting that one go.
Live and learn, man. Let that clock tick. You're up. Don't need to make that foul and stop that clock. Desmere down the lane and another big bucket for him.
Cutting that to a 10-point lead back in favor of Alice Lloyd.
Alice Lloyd on the day, 26 of 58, 49% from the field. 7 of 27 from Treyville. On the flip side, Kuyper is 29 of 61, about 48% for them as well. 5 of 18 from three-point land. The missed 3 for Kuyper is really the difference in the ball game. They missed 13 threes. And if they'd have made a couple, 3 more of those, this thing would pretty much be even Steven.
Yeah, the three-pointer definitely being one of the best shots. I mean, it's the one, it can help you and hurt you realistically. It can be your own Achilles heel.
It changed the game some time ago, man.
I'll tell you, that was about when Stephen Curry hit the league.
He changed the game another level because I'm old school. I can remember a time when you only shot threes because it was the last option. You would drive, pound it in, work the offense, and then kick it out and shoot it. Nowadays, kids will pull up and shoot threes on a fast break.
Yep.
If you'd have did that back when I played, the coach would have blown a gasket to the point you'd still be running laps. But it's a new part of the game, man.
I'll tell you now, watching the NBA, you'll see some guys pull it up from the logo.
Sure.
And it's just routine. That's an easier shot for them.
Yeah. And it's no longer just point guards and shooting guards either. The 4s and 5s.
I'll tell you, one of the best logo shooters just as a heave shot, Nikola Jokic.
Sure. I knew you were going to agree with me on that. We're thinking the same. Of course, for those that don't know, tell everybody your favorite NBA team.
It's going to be hard to believe I'm giving Nikola Jokic a shout-out because I'm a big Oklahoma City Thunder fan with.
I'm just making sure everybody knew that you was not his team's fan.
No. I'm a fan of a guy that they think that shouldn't have won the MVP last year, but they thought it was his. Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the Kentucky Wildcat.
Oh, my, you're right, man. Oh, he didn't say Mother May I. He faked and went with his own fake. And it's going back now to Alice Lloyd College. 2:20 to play here. Alice Lloyd by 12. Are we at the point 2 now to where we got to put the ball in the hands of our best free throw shooters?
You would almost think so, but I think this Alice Lloyd team's just looking to punch.
Yeah, I wonder, will Kuyper begin to foul, though, is what I mean by that. Not going to show a foul on this trip. I'd go back inside the big Eversole. Welch went inside, has it blocked, and here comes Kuyper. Seriously has it. They got to go, man. It's go time for them. They got to score.
3-point opportunity, and it drops. And
nothing but the bottom, and the head coach has took a timeout, and you know what that would lead me to believe is he probably will start fouling. Maybe come with some full court pressure. If you can get the trap and the steal, you take it, but if not, this might be the longest minute 46 seconds we've had all season, partner.
Oh, yeah, this is when a basketball game that has 2 minutes left becomes a game of probably 7 or 8 minutes. I'll tell you again, we have 3 20-plus point scorers in the game. Evan Eversole, we've been mentioning constantly. Landon Napier up with 20. And then for Kuyper, Jacob May having 20 points for them. But not far behind him is Stone with 16.
Stone was 16 and 9 rebounds. So he's had an impressive ball game tonight, and Searcy now up to 10.
And back on Alice Lloyd's side, Desmere Hatchett with a nice game, 16.
We do thank all of you for tuning in, and we appreciate you more than you realize. And I thank the guys again for allowing me to be part of this broadcast this season. Again, I came over here in 1998, began covering Alice Lloyd that year as a newspaper writer, and have been covering them ever since. Hatchett has it up top, minute 25. Makes a sharp pass that was deflected, and so it'll stay with Alice Lloyd.
I'll tell you, I'm looking for big Evan Eversole to get the ball. As a fan of his, I just want to see him get that career high in points here.
He's
Just
the
needs
kind of guy,
one
though,
more.
he says, hey, we'll take the W more than anything, but he is driving strong to the rim. Come up short.
Good tip
Kuyper's
there.
pass deflected. Yes, it was.
I'd say that tip costed him a three-pointer right there. Napier looking all steam.
Oh, he did a great job there as he lays it up off the glass
Beautiful.
and gets the bucket.
Beautiful finger roll there. And they're going to get one on their side for Kuyper.
Stone says, let's take it strong to the rim, and gets the bucket. They trap Koji, and he's fouled by Searcy. It's going to be Elijah's second, team's 10th, so Koji will go to the line for 2. Free throw good for Koji. Been a quieter night offensively for him, but man, he just does everything else so well for you that we're not going to complain, Coaches. He makes them both.
You can never complain about Koji Anderson. If he's not scoring a bunch, he's definitely contributing, whether it shows up on the stat sheet or not. He's an all-around good teammate.
Under a minute to play. This is an impressive Kuyper team, though. Won't go. Welch with a big, huge rebound. He's going strong to the rim and draws the foul.
Welch saw Napier down there and decided he'd rather have some contact.
34.2 seconds. And Alice Lloyd's up 11. Could make it a baker's dozen with both of these. First one is good.
Second one not going to fall for him. Kuyper moving fast.
Oh, my, as he gets that one. They don't waste any time. They give them credit, man.
No, that was a fast bucket. Full court run.
Pass the ball well, and here comes another timeout for Kuyper. One would wonder why he's taking the timeout. I'll tell you why. He'll use this. He's down 10. Obviously, there's not a 10-point play, but he'll say, guys, let's try to get this accomplished in this 28 seconds. We make the free throw, and let's treat it as if we're only down 2. And perhaps if he's able to beat us 3-0, then he'll be able to brag about that.
Oh, yeah.
Coaching for another day, in other words. I took a long way of telling you what I should have said in one sentence. He's using this to coach for another day.
Yeah, this Kuyper group, I'm not familiar with them prior to this game, but they're an impressive group. I know they definitely give a lot of teams a run for their money.
And they also will be the first team we've covered here in is it periwinkle?
That color does kind of look like a periwinkle now that you're pointing it out.
We're going with that anyway. Of course, the Lakers were a dark purple, so that's nothing strange. I covered a team over in the 53rd District, the Fleming Neon Pirates, but their purple was a darker shade than that. They got some nice players again, and we appreciate the competitive game that they've played us here.
They've played a phenomenal game. Free throw is going to drop for him. We're going to be running with no shot clock. Full court press here for Kuyper. Hatchet taking the action right in front of us. Alice Lloyd's probably looking to not take a shot, just kind of dribble this one out. Unless Desmere Nas Welch gets a wide open lane on the inside.
Oh my, and
Hatchet flying in like a safety on that one.
And you got to like the effort, but you're also going to remind him when we watch this tape, we're up 11. That clock don't stop. That clock runs. And look at Coach Corner. Look at Coach Corner. Come here. just smacked him on top of the head, but then he's going to put his arm around him and hug him and tell him he loves him.
He's giving him a little noogie. He's like, you know better than that.
Had this been a three-point ball game, Coach wouldn't be this.
Be a little different.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be an arm around the shoulder on that one.
It'd be some tough love.
Yeah, Alice looking to dribble out this one.
That's going to bring us to a conclusion where Alice Lloyd gets the W, 88-79. To the officials, we say good job for them. Guys, again, we're going to probably, I would assume, turn the microphones down just for a moment, and then we'll come back and catch up with the player of the game.
All right, sounds good with me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second.
I won't keep him long, but I'm going to tell you something other. The folks at home haven't seen this side of him. I, on the other hand, have watched him do this many a time. Congratulations, kid. Big ball game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Talk a little bit about the difference in what it's been playing in the 14th region versus playing here. I know the difference, but I want everybody to get to hear it from you.
It's definitely a big difference. You know, a lot of people think it's Alice Lloyd. He may come play. It's not like that. you really got to come in here and you got to work hard, and you got to, because I mean everybody's so much bigger than you. Like, you know, in high school I was bigger than a lot of people. You know, I kind of just pushed my weight around, but here you can't do that. You gotta play fundamental and just stick to the basics and just, I don't know, you just gotta stick to the basics and play fundamental.
I tell everybody, bigger, quicker, stronger. Would you agree with that statement?
Definitely.
I, as again, though, was such a fan of yours in high school because of your work ethics that I told him when you came, I said, he will put the time in. You have, but even with the time and the work, you're competing against guys that were perhaps their high school's best player too.
That's the thing, yeah. In college, it's every high school's best player that gets to go to college. So, you know, it's a battle. It's fun. You know, it's definitely good competition. So I enjoy it.
But then tonight is a good factor of why you came here, right? I mean, to get to play close to home, your family's able to watch you, but yet to continue to play the game you love, right?
Yeah, Coach Cornett told me he kind of promised me. He said if you come over here and put the time in, you'll play. So, and he stuck to his word. So I'm glad I came over here. It's been a great decision. You know, my family gets to come watch me. Papa actually just got out of the hospital today. He made Mom and Dad bring him over here to watch us. He enjoys watching me play. So, you know, I'm thankful they get to still come and watch me, and it's a blast.
What you majoring in over here?
Criminal justice.
Awesome. So that's good, man. And again, what's been your most surprising part outside of basketball about this next level?
So at Hazard, you know, it's a small school, everybody's friends, you know, basically family, and over here it's about the same way, and I think that's a big part. You know, they say, I mean, everybody just comes over here, everybody's family. You know, about a lot of the kids know each other, so I don't know, it's just fun. It's basically like my high school.
What do you say to a couple guys that are considering coming over here? Help me sell this place to them.
You won't regret it if you come over here. I promise you that. It's fun. You know, Coach Cornett lets us shoot it. We get up and down the floor. You know, so it's everybody's dream to play basketball and that way, and he lets us do it.
This guy here is going to build a program. Coach Cornett's going to help, with this guy's help, build a program that you guys are going to be proud of, fellas. So come on over. We've got a spot for you next season. A couple of you guys know who I'm talking about. But, man, again, you know I've always been a fan of yours, and I'm going to let you go celebrate, but you are our player of the game. And let's let you give some shout-outs out real quickly.
I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my sister, and my papa. They support me every game, you know, even when they can't come. They're watching me on TV, and I always appreciate that.
Thank you, pal. Again,
thank you.
He's one of the good ones. And again, folks, the sky's the limit for this fella. Okay, you are impressed with what you saw today, and you should be. But you wait. Give him 2 more seasons. He and this fella here, and I'm going to try my best to clean this headset off for you here. But listen, we're not going to complain when he plays like that. We'll clean the sweat off.
About time, ain't it? No, that's good.
Are you ever satisfied?
No.
No.
You can't be.
I know you well enough to know that you wouldn't be satisfied, but yet you also will agree with me, Coach. This was a good team. This is a good win.
That's a very good team, very well coached, and they have some size and strength, and you know they play a lot of zones, so they kind of dictate the tempo. So it kept us from really running and stuff, and we were able to get some fast breaks and stuff, and that helps us. That makes the offense much better, and we did a pretty good job with that. We've been doing. That's something we've really improved on. They slow us down a little bit because
they showed you a different look than what you've seen in the last couple of outings, and that's good for us this late to the season. You want to see some different things, right, man? I
agree 100%. And like I said, they're really big, so it's almost like the Syracuse type thing with the zone. So they make it hard to get in the paint very much. So But we did a better job with that second half. First half, I thought we just kind of settled a little bit and stood around and shot threes all the time, which is, that's not so bad. But at the same time, you got to get some penetration and inside-out type threes. And we did a better job with that, and we got to the foul line several times and just finished much, much better. And, again, they're a good team. They're well coached, and, they're not an easy matchup by no means.
If I'm right, we had 4 guys in double figures. Again, an opportunity for Landon Napier to have a big ball game coming off his career high. He has another big game with 22 tonight. I thought Welch played well for us tonight. Coach, 10 points, 6 boards. Desmere Hatchett with 16 points. He made that last foul that I knew you weren't going to be happy about. But you let him know.
You see me a headlock over
I did. I seen you put him in the Leslie County headlock.
I said, now, Des, how dumb was that? He said it's pretty dumb. I said, that's right up there with some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. said, he just laughed. I
But
said,
sometimes, though,
Wring your
Coach,
neck,
we can
son.
live with it when the margin's 10 or 12. I told him on the air, I said if it had been 6 or 8, Coach wouldn't have been as happy as he is.
it wouldn't have been a headlock. It would have been a body slam.
Coach, as we go down the stretch, we only have one more home game. Ohio Christian, I'm assuming, will be senior day for us.
Yes, sir, that's right.
You've got some dandies that I want us to talk about what they've meant to this program.
Well, we just, like always, we got some really good kids. And, you got Koji and Wilgus. And Wilgus, he played a few minutes tonight. And I know he'd like to play a little more, but this is his first week of practice. Just got cleared on Tuesday. So, he did a good job tonight. He was really sick in the locker room at halftime, so I think he's fighting the flu a little bit too. But, we need him to come back and healthy. Alex Raznick has given us some really good minutes this year and been very, very valuable for us. And didn't play a ton tonight, but Alex has really been a key for us. And we lose a lot of our guards, but again, they're just really good kids that I'm proud to be part of their life and, proud to get to coach them. And you can't ask for much better and much more than what they've given. The time and effort and work that they put in and sacrifice is just tremendous. And Curry, I failed to mention him. Curry practiced a little bit this week too. He's going to try to come back, hopefully come back and play a little bit too. But he's really coming off a major injury and we've had some injuries, some bad things happen, and that's part of it. And we just got to play through them. And we're trying to do that. We've adapted a little bit, and some of these other guys are starting to step into a role.
Right.
Yeah, they're starting to step into a role a little bit and be more productive and more consistent. And it was a lot for them at first because I don't think they were quite ready for all that. But they've bounced back and done a good job.
I asked you one day, you and I talk quite often about the guard spot, and you said, I got this kid named Koji.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to love him. And Coach, I have ever since then, man. He just doesn't quit, does he?
No, and he's really got a bad case of the flu tonight. I didn't know if he was going to be able to play or not. He said he wanted to try to go. If we tried to give him a few spurt minutes here and there and take him out and give him a little bit of break, but he really not feeling good. We got 3 or 4 guys on the team that's not feeling well, and I think Willis is hacking up in the locker room, but it's just something going around, and again, it's part of it. Every team fights through those kind of things, and he's not feeling very good at all. So he said his head felt like he was in a vice today, and his his stomach was rolling. But he gutted it out, and not quite the Michael Jordan flu game, but it was good enough to help us win.
I do this with all the other sports, and don't do it as well with you because you and I just talk so much. But for any kid, coach, parent who would like to be recruited by Alice Lloyd, what's your recommendation, baseball or basketball? How do they get in contact, or what's the best way to put them in front of you?
The best thing to do is send me an email, me or one of my assistant coaches, and then sometimes some footage and video, just because everybody's got it now. It's not like it was when I was growing up. So everybody's got footage and video now, and that it gives us a chance to look and see, hey, this guy's got some potential, and then it's usually from there we'll invite them over to work out and kind of get to tour the campus and see how it works out for either side.
As you come to your tournament, I would imagine too there'll be some tournaments you'll get to go watch at the high school ranks, and that'll give you a chance too to kind of recruit some more of that.
It does. I got to watch a little bit of the All-A here. I was actually going to Columbus, but I got to watch the championship game on Sunday, and high school sports are exciting, and it was a really good matchup and good game, and a lot of excitement in the gym, and I thought our people did a really good job running it, by the way. That I had nothing to do with other than just being here on Sunday, but I thought that they did a really good job, Amanda and the JPS staff,
excellent job.
And Nathan there, and adding all the people here that help run stuff, those kind of things. I thought they did a good job, but the tournament was good and it's exciting. Had nice crowds here, and that's what it's all about. And we have we had a good crowd today, I thought, for all this weather coming in for Friday afternoon.
Sure.
And because we don't play many games on Fridays, as you know.
Could we not play too many more 5 o'clock Friday games?
They're trying to get out of here and get home. So
I understood. I knew the thing.
They're about 9 hours from home, so they're trying to beat the
nobody
snow.
from Prestonsburg to here. Let me tell you that, because I drove it faster than I should have to get
Did
here.
you?
But,
no
we
police officers looking for you. Huh?
They gave me a break today, Coach. Finally, man, a different hat. We're going into the big snowstorm potentially coming, and I know you will want need to remind everybody, be safe. And
Yeah.
I kind of think for the students, the plan would be this would be the huddling up place if we were to have to do that.
It is, and yeah, we definitely want to remind everybody to be safe and just precautions, and hope we don't lose any power, and everybody's got plenty of food and water and stuff to drink and all those kind of things. But yeah, this building has a huge generator, Jamie. It's about the size of a big pickup truck, and it will, this whole facility, and we can cook and clean down here. I also talked to James the other day. James has a lot of cots and stuff that if we needed them, they bring them over for us. For hopefully it don't get to that point, but you never know, and it's good to be prepared, and it's good to have people that's willing to help you and good. And they also got extra generators. They said if we needed something to, like it for the cafeteria, but we can actually cook out here in the concession area. It's been like a full kitchen, but
sure,
when we start feeding 200 or 300 people now, that's a good sized kitchen for this, but not for that.
Right.
But anyway, we're prepared. We have we have things that we need here, and if I'm gonna get snowed in, this is probably about as good a place as you can go, because we've lost power a few times, and I've moseyed myself right down here and propped myself right up in front of the TV in my coach's office, and the generator's working, and stayed snugly and warm. So
I have a side by side. If we go a couple of days without power, you may see me.
just come see me.
All right.
Just bring your blanket.
We'll watch some tapes together or figure something. Me and you never have. We don't get bored when we get together.
No.
Coach, I appreciate your friendship, man, and congratulations. These don't come easy, so anytime we get the W's over here, we're grateful and thankful for them.
Yeah, I am very thankful. We had to play hard today, and we had to execute, and it's a different style of game than we like to play necessarily, but it was good. We executed. This team's coming. We've really come a long way.
Playing our best ball when we need to be.
That's what you want. And we struggled early, and we still got some issues, but man, we have come a long way, and we've improved a lot, and hopefully we got another month or so before we have to really kick in, and I think we can improve a lot more, and that's what we're trying to do.
I think we will, man. Thanks for coming over and talking to me, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Yes, sir.
And guys, that's going to wrap us up for Alice Lloyd College Athletics. We'll see you back here real soon. Good night, and God bless you, everyone. Thank you, my buddy.
Last night.